Somewhere over the rainbow, birds fly, fly over the rainbow.
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2004 movie Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. So in this movie, Mary Elizabeth Kemp is an ambitious teen girl who goes by the name of Lola and aspires to be a famous stage actress. And Lola's dream of performing on Broadway suffers a setback when her family moves from New York City to New Jersey. Determined to make the best of it, however, Lola embarks on a mission to become the most popular girl at her high school, a goal that sets her on a collision course with the caddy Carla Santini. So this movie is just not very great. I've never really liked this movie very much. Even as a kid, it was never one of my favorites. I thought it was okay as a kid. I went through a big Lindsay Lohan phase. I loved Parent Trap. Thought Life Size was pretty good, and I loved Freaky Friday a lot and everything. And then this movie came out, and I was like, it wasn't as good as I was hoping for. And everything. I thought it could have just been better and everything. And I hadn't watched it since I was 12 years old, so I didn't know whether I'd even think it was somewhat good or not anymore. But rewatching it, I just found it to not be very good. It's got an okay story, I guess, but we've seen it done better in other movies and stuff. It wasn't like anything really that new, and the cast are fine in here. They all do a good enough job. Lindsay Lohan is good at playing Lola, although I will say that Lola is a really obnoxious character. The movie really does live up to the title, because she is a drama queen, and it gets on my nerves a lot. Like as a teenager and stuff, I might not have been as annoyed by her character and stuff as I am now, but she just gets on my nerves a lot in this movie, and she really is a drama queen. It lives up to the title for sure. But I think the supporting cast are pretty good. Alison Pill as Ella was really good. I think she did a good job, and her chemistry with Lindsay Lohan was really good. They were believable as friends. And Glenn Headley is Lola's mom. Karen is really good. She did a good job, and I think the cast all worked good together and everything. I don't think it was really anything wrong with them. And you even got Megan Fox in here in a small role as Carla Santini, who's like the enemy of Lola and the one that she's trying to become more popular. And she's pretty good too. She's your typical mean girl, and this movie is just pretty cliched. It has a lot of the teen comedy cliches and stuff, the bully and everything, the stuff that, especially in Disney stuff in the early 2000s, you always had the mean girls and the that are going after your main character, and it's usually the popular high school girl that was really popular in the early 2000s with high school movies and stuff. But I will say the soundtrack is okay. There are a couple songs on there that I kind of like. The Drama Queen song that she sings at the end of the movie, it's not too bad. It's kind of catchy and stuff, and it has some other decent songs on there, but it's not like super great. It has some good stuff though. It has the song Perfect by Simple Plan, which is one of my favorite songs from back then and everything. I was like I said, I was 12 when this movie came out, and when that song came out, I was like 11 or 12 when the song came out and everything, so I was really big into that song and Simple Plan at that time. I don't listen to Simple Plan near as much as I used to. I hadn't revisited their stuff in a long time, but I always did like them and everything as a teenager and stuff and preteen But yeah, Lindsay sings a few songs in here herself. She does What Are You Waiting For, and Don't Move On, and Living for the City and Changes, which is a melody, and everything, and A Day in the Life, and everything. So she did some songs in here and everything. I thought she did okay on the music. I don't think any of the songs in this movie that she did were really lived up to the songs on her album, or that came out around that time and stuff. I thought her album was a lot better, and I think the song she did in Freaky Friday was a lot better than the music she did in this movie too. But it did have a decent soundtrack there with some other cool pop tunes from back in the day. One of my personal favorites that was actually originally used in the movie Inspector Gadget 2 for Disney, but I guess they put it in this one since this one had a theatrical release or something. It's called Up 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 by Rose Falcon. I love that song. I've always thought that song was really, really catchy and everything. And every time I hear that song, and it's just one of those fun, upbeat pop songs that you can't help but love and everything. I just love it and everything. So, but yeah, this movie was just okay. It could have been so much better. The theme song of the movie, that girl's Drama Queen, that song was okay. That was actually probably my least favorite song in the movie, though. I think I like the other songs that she sang in there more than that one, and that one was supposed to be like the big finale song and everything. It was just, I think I listened to it way too much too. When it first came out, I tried to make myself like it by listening to it over and over again, and it ended up making me like it or dislike it more, if that made sense. But anyway, yeah, so this movie, it's okay. If you're a preteen or a teenager, you might get more enjoyment out of it and stuff. I never have really loved this movie. I feel like Lindsay's made tons of better movies than this one, but it's okay. So I'd say I'd give this one a D. It's not a super great movie, and it's not one that I want to rewatch very often. And like I said, part of it is because of how obnoxious Lola is. She, like I said, the Drama Queen stuff, it's funny for a little bit, but too much of it goes a long way, just like in real life. Everything, just like with shows like Jerry Springer or Maury and stuff. That's why they're only like an hour long. If they were more than that, I don't think it would work, and everything. But I'm talking about those shows like they're still on. Jerry Springer just passed away, unfortunately, and I think Maury ended his show already, but I was just trying to refer to something from back in that time period that I used to watch. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.